Thursday afternoon, everyone. TJ here for your 12 p.m. stretch break. You will just need a mat, and that's pretty much it. All right. So we're just going to start seated. And so I just want you sitting on the ground with your feet out in front of you and just trying to keep your back as flat as you can and not necessarily curving your back just to like reach for your toes, but just keep a flat back and then just reach as far as you can without the shoulders rounding forward. And feeling that stretch through the back of the leg into the back of the calf. Nice job. All right, so now let's change it. We'll go back to it, but let's change it now to a butterfly stretch. So where the bottoms of your feet are meeting each other or touching, and your knees are out to the side. And again, just leaning forward as best as you can and feeling that stretch through the inner thigh. Excellent job. Let's go back to the one with the legs out in front of you. And again, keeping that back flat and making sure that the shoulders do not round forward as we reach. So whether you're reaching for your calf, like the middle of your lower leg, or towards your ankles. And again, feeling that stretch through the very back. So the back of the calf into the back of the hamstrings or the back of the leg. And again, maintaining that flat back. Nice job. All right, going back to the butterfly stretch. So again, where the bottoms of our feet are touching. Nice job. So feeling that through the inner thigh, maybe a little bit through the low back. Nice job. All right, so now let's turn on to our side. So we'll just lay down since we are already in this position. So we're just going to lie on our side. My right hand is going to grab the top of my right foot. And I'm just stretching out the front of that upper thigh or that upper leg, so the quads. So just keeping that knee in line with the other leg. Nice job. All right, so pushing that knee back just a little further back behind. So instead of being in line with the leg that's on the floor, push it back and feel that stretch through the hip flexor where that bend is in the hip. So when you're sitting in a chair, you should be feeling it there with the stretch. All right, so we're going to turn it over. We're going to do the other side. So again, laying down on your side. Now my left knee is in line with my right leg, and I'm just grabbing the top of that left foot with my left hand. You may be on your right, and that's fine too, as long as we are doing the same stretch together. So again, feeling that stretch through the front of the quad or the front of the leg. And now I want you to push that knee back just a little bit, where again, now you're feeling that stretch, kind of move upward, again, to where that bend is in the hip from when we are sitting. Nice job. All right, so coming out of that for a moment, we're now going to do this kind of windshield wiper movement. So pretty much it's where both legs are at 90 degrees. So I have the leg in front of me is at 90 and it's kind of right in front. And then I have the other leg at 90 degrees, which is kind of off to the side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up. I'm going to come to where my feet are flat. And then I'm going to turn the other direction. And if you want to feel that stretch, I want you to twist that upper body. And then again, coming back. So again, feet flat on the floor, the other direction, and now twist the other way. Feeling that stretch between the hips to the sides of our core. We're going to do it again. So coming up onto the feet. Turn the other direction, twist. And we're going to do it one last time. So back to the very beginning. And then just twist. And if the knees do not necessarily hit the floor, that is okay. Hopefully you are able to still do that twisting motion. All right, so now let's go face down. And so I want you to get to that mini sphinx for me. So again, where your hip is pressed into the floor and you are on your elbows and your shoulders are directly over your elbows and just feeling that stretch through the front of our core or our stomach. Nice job. So let's transition into a child's pose. So again, sitting back onto those heels with the hands out in front of us. Feeling that stretch through our back, into our low back. Nice job. Going back into that mini sphinx again. So back onto our elbows, pressing our hip into the floor. Keeping those shoulders kind of pushed down so that way they're not shrugging up into the ear. Nice job. Breathing through it, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Give me one last child's pose. Excellent job. All right, so coming up onto your knees. And so we're just going to have our knees a little wide, just because we're going to reach over. So left hand is going to reach over towards the right. And just holding. So it's just reaching towards the right. And I'm going to slightly add just a little bit of a twist. We've done this a couple of times, this little twist. I now want you to slightly lean back. So where you're kind of taking that upper left shoulder and you're kind of angling it back, just so you feel that stretch. Move downward into that like outer left hip, but still feeling it through the back. Again, whether that right hand is on the floor or maybe it's resting on the back of your right calf or the back right lower leg. All right, now let's switch. So again, right hand is now reaching towards the left. So it's just reaching out to the side, out towards the left side. And remember, we'll add that little twist where again, now that right shoulder is going to slightly tilt back. So again, just kind of slightly tilt back. Again, whether you're using your left hand to rest on that left lower leg or you're resting it on the floor. But again, feeling that stretch through that right kind of outer oblique hip, right underneath the arm or the armpit or the shoulder. Nice job. All right, still kneeling just because it's just easy this way, but at least it gets us out of our sitting position by kneeling. I want you to interlock your hands, place it back behind your head, and I want you to push your elbows back, push your head back into your hands, and breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, feeling that stretch through your chest. Nice job. Awesome. All right, so let's drop it down for a moment. And so let's go back to the one that we just did with the back. So again, you have that option to where you can just pretty much, reach towards. So left hand is reaching towards the right side. If you want to add a little bit of that twist, where again, that left shoulder is just slightly tilted back, but still feeling that stretch right underneath the left shoulder into that left hip. You have those options again, just reaching directly towards the right side or slightly angle it back. All right, now let's go to right, reaching towards the left. And again, that option of slightly taking that right shoulder, slightly angling it back, and just really reaching. So if you feel like there's still like a bend in your arm, really try to reach. If it's too much of a stretch or causes any pain, clearly do not attempt to do so, just to not cause any further injury. All right, so we're going to go back to the chest stretch, but this time we're going to have the hands drop down. Hands are facing out away from the body, palms are facing out towards, that direction, but lifting the arms behind. And again, if it helps, you can just lift the chin or look up towards the ceiling. And if you want, you can push that jaw forward so you feel that stretch underneath your neck. Feel the openness in your chest. And again, breathing. Nice job. All right, so let's go into a standing position. I'm just going to do some hanging arm circles just to really bring the blood flow back into the shoulders. And so just letting the arms hang freely, and just don't do your arms going in circles, whether it's clockwise or counterclockwise. Again, just bringing the blood flow back from all that stretching of that upper body. And I want you to stand, and I want you to do the same exact thing. So this time the arms are kind of crossing over each other, back and forth, not necessarily circles, but again, just getting some movement back between the back and the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, one last and final stretch that we're going to do, and we do a lot of neck stretches because we carry a lot of our tension, well, up in our neck or our upper back area. So left ear to left shoulder, I want you to use your right hand to just gently reach out. And again, feeling that stretch right underneath the right ear, into the right side of your neck. Nice job. Now let's go right ear to right shoulder. That right hand is grabbing the left side of our head, and my left hand is reaching out towards the side. Feeling that stretch underneath my left ear into the left side of my neck. Nice job. One last and final one. I know I said that was the last one, but last and final one. Whichever hand does not matter, but just gently pull on the back of your head with your chin towards your chest. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Again, this is supposed to be a gentle stretch. It's not you pulling with too much force on the back of your head, but feeling that stretch into the back of your neck, just because all those tiny little muscles do get tight. All right, great job, everyone. So we have a new program that is starting April 11th through April 22nd. It is called Thrive in 5. So it is pretty much a movement / stretch break, whichever we're doing, but it will happen 3 times a day for those 2 weeks. And so we're thinking morning, middle of the day, and towards the afternoon, and it's just 5 minutes. Sign up, send us an email, let us know you're interested. Caitlin and I will be leading those stretch / movement breaks just to help you re-energize. All right. Have a great day, everyone, and we will see you tomorrow. Oh, 4:30 yoga sculpt with Beryl. Join us. Bye.